This lovely bearded lady is Lila, and this is Chibs and Prospect. Hi, Chibbers! Chibs and Lila were some of our very first special needs baby goats. Someone contacted Leanne about 2 babies on a meat farm who were going to be euthanized. Hi, Chibs. Yeah, I'm talking about you. They were twins, Chibs and Lyla, and at the time, Chibs had contracted front legs, so he was having trouble walking, and Lila was born with only 3 legs. You can see that she is missing her back left leg. At the time, Leanne, our founder, really only had a handful of goats, and she didn't have any goats with disabilities, so this was something really new for her, but she just really felt for Chibs and Lyla and wanted to make sure that they had a chance to succeed, so she agreed to take them. They were very, very young newborns and not in great shape. Lila could barely walk, and Chibs' front legs were collapsed at the ankle. Luckily with Chibs, his legs ended up straightening on their own within a few days, so we really didn't need to do anything too extraordinary for him. Was that nice? Lila had a hole in her stomach that was leaking urine constantly. It was a birth defect, just like her missing leg. She eventually got surgery to close up that hole, as well as a hernia surgery, so those issues were repaired. But Leanne worked with Lila constantly on getting her balance and learning to use her 3 legs. Isn't that right, baby girl? We have seen so many examples of this now, but at the time, it was Leanne's first time seeing just how strong the bond between twins really is. Chibs and Lila were always cuddled together, and Chibs was just very, very supportive of Lila and really looked out for her. And even though he was completely able-bodied, he played really, really gently with her because you could tell that he just knew that she was a little bit more fragile. Prospect was also a baby at the time, and he did not have any disabilities, so Chibs and Prospect would headbutt and play hard together, and then Chibs would turn around and just play super, super gently with Lila. He definitely knew that she was different, and he wanted to protect her and support her. Lila worked really, really hard and got so athletic that she could run and play and hang with the boys. It was very much like a girl power moment. She was very spunky and spicy and full of attitude for several years. But more recently, she's kind of matured and started taking life a little bit slower. Lila and Chibs are still extremely, extremely bonded. They share a stall together, and to this day, they still snuggle all twisted up like pretzels every night. Even though Lila is very close with Chibs, she also has a strong friendship with Marilyn, who sort of moves at the same pace and enjoys the same things. Lila is very proper and demure. There's a reason that we call her Princess Lila. And it's not just because she gets what she wants, but she really carries herself with a lot of grace and dignity. She seems very content with herself and her situation and her friends. You know, she's just happy to enjoy the simple pleasures like finding a nice crunchy leaf or snuggling her twin brother. Chibs, on the other hand, needs to be a part of everything. He is very in your face, as he's demonstrating right now. He wants to know what's going on and be the first to know what's going on. Chibs is a huge teddy bear. He looks the part, but he also acts it. He's super, super snuggly, not just with Lila, but with his caregivers. Case in point. Hi, buddy. He loves hugs, he loves scratches. He loves all of his human caregivers, and we love him right back. Oh, you're so snuggly. Being our very first goats with special needs, Chibs and Lyla have taught us a lot, and we just love them to death and are so grateful that they are here. Our experience rehabilitating them really paved the way for a lot of what we're doing today and helped us grow into who we are now.
Does that feel so good?